A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel, The Twin Flame Union. In this particular session, I'm going to be talking about the changes in the decision-making power, authority of the Divine Masculine. And this is a reflection. This is opposite polarity energy of the Divine Feminine, who has taken things in her hands. She has taken the control back of her life, and she is doing it purely out of surrender, as per the guidance, as per the path that has been shown by the source to her. Her masters support her, her guides support her, and she has formed a strong connection with Source over a period of time, doing inner work, healing the wounds, trying to find out the solutions and not being focused on the problems, and being very strong in that, being very fearless in that. Now what happens is, technically, as per the stages, while the Divine Feminine goes through her dark night of the soul, after getting betrayed, after getting cheated on maybe. When I say cheated on, it doesn't always mean via a relationship. It's also when someone makes a commitment to you and they back off from it, they back out from it without any warning. That's also a betrayal. And it's not only the Divine Masculine who had done that to her, but it was from him. Once he did it, she went through a dark night of the soul, came out of it, and from there on things started changing for her, because she started realizing that this betrayal that she has faced or witnessed or experienced, that came from him, which was the hardest one for her to deal with. It's like completely someone's trust gets broken, then what happens to them? If you are in the ascension journey, you will be reborn out of it. If you're just like anybody else, then no answer to that right now. So he was never able to take the right decisions or even take decisions. Why? Because he had the fear that the support that he has, the strong support system that he has, that will go away. That will not stay with him. And what is he going to do without that? He is very much stuck with the support he is getting from the people around him, the constant support they give him, emotional, mental, and financial as well. When he's getting all of this support, he fears that what if he rebels, or what if he makes a decision that they don't like or that does not go with everybody's theme, then he'll be all left out alone and he won't be able to do anything, and he'll suffer and he'll be miserable and whatever. Those are his fears. On the opposite side, for the feminine, the fear is not about the support she has. The fear is about the lack of support she has. This is why they're opposites. One is getting so much support that the support has crippled him. He's no longer able to make his own decisions. He's no longer having the courage to follow his heart, to be natural, to be real. He's putting on so many masks to fit in because he's getting that support, smothering love. And she, on the other hand, completely neglected, ignored, and abandoned, and betrayed on top of that. She was fearing all this while that I don't have anyone's support. How am I going to pull it off? I have so many people who are against me, always creating trouble for me, trying to oppress me, suppress me, not let me express, not be myself, traumatizing me in different ways, trying to scare me, trying to take away my peace, threatening me, abusing me. She has overgrown the stage of abuse. She has witnessed threats also, like verbal threats. If you're going to do this, this is what's going to happen to you. Or there were actions being made She saw those actions coming from some of the people she thought she would trust or they would stand by her. Even if they stood by her, it was only to make her feel that, look, you are nothing without us. You need us. And they are doing it at a cost of defaming her image. Image defamation, identity defamation, which has been, putting her into situations where she was losing out on parts of her soul, either because of other people or because of her own fears. But the more she is integrated with the source now, the more inner work she has done, she can pinpoint, okay, this is happening because of this. In some cases, she's just saying it is what it is and moving on from it. Where she has to put emotional reaction. Emotional reaction is something where you control your emotional reactions and outbursts or even responses. You become more of an observer. But there are certain things she feels that she has to get up and do something about it. She can't stop because she feels there are people not supporting her. She doesn't need their support any which way. How can such people support her who are beyond the level of supporting anyone? And now she realizes that she has the biggest support with her. That is the support of her masters and the source. Support of the source. That's the biggest support. You don't need anybody else on this planet if you have the support of your own masters, your guides, your caretakers, your watchers. Once you develop that support system, all the other people, they themselves, they don't have support. That's why they're making so much noise. That's why they're creating so much nuisance in other people's life by not letting them live. Somebody is doing it with a smile on their face, but bad words behind the back. Somebody is doing the bad words on the face and troubling and, putting all these traumas. She had it, and she was like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this for real. And no one should mess with a sleeping cobra. A lot of people look at snakes like they're poisonous and they're this and they're that. But snakes are also very peaceful beings who like to be alone, who don't like to be touched by others. If a snake is sleeping peacefully in his own house and someone steps inside the house, tries to break it down and then hurt the sleeping cobra, what is the cobra going to do? Dance and sing? Bring a garland of flowers? Put it around your neck? No. The cobra is going to do what it should do at that point in time. Why is anyone disturbing a creature? Why do we have Shivas? If you look at Shiva, Shiva has a snake around his neck all the time. I don't know how many of you have seen Shiva's images. A lot of you must have, I'm sure, I hope. Even if you haven't, you can Google the image and you'll see that a snake hovers around him, not even around him, right on his neck. What is it symbolic for? A lot of people see the images, but they don't understand the symbolism behind it. That's because a snake is a being that works on vibrations and frequencies. They don't have physical ears. They can sense things. And Shiva is so much in peace that even a poisonous snake is like a calm, docile pet around him. Pampering Shiva, spending time with Shiva, hanging out with Shiva. Shiva itself means the state of pure bliss, goodwill. People think that Shiva is only for destruction. No. Shiva destructs those things that need to be destructed. Things that don't belong. Things that are not good for humanity. He'll destruct. He'll end it, finish it. Dark energies. So, the divine feminine is Shakti. And where is Shiva getting his energy from? From Shakti. That is what divine feminine means. She is giving Shakti, energy, to her divine masculine counterpart, Shiva. And look, that type of energy, what type of energy is it that even a poisonous hooded snake hovers around the neck of Shiva like a baby, as if it's a garland of flowers. A beautiful garland, a soft garland. The snake is like a pet. That too a loyal pet. That too a protective pet. The snake, who's otherwise known to be having another image, this is the image. Why? Because Shiva is also the lord of animals, the god of animals. Pashupati Nath. That's his Nepalese name. And Nepal is the only Hindu country, only Hindu kingdom now. India could also have been, but you know the colonization history, all of you. Most people know about India at least. So, how these things are possible? This all happens after energy ascension. Energy, when you practice, when the energy is preserved, it's created and it's preserved. This is not the type of energy that destructs. This is the energy that constructs. So it has to make sure that all such fears are released. The base is strong, the grounding work is done. It's grounding, it's root for the feminine, it's crown for the masculine. So his understanding also from the level of faith, he'll start letting go. He'll also surrender eventually because he'll be tired of doing this, tired of playing this game. He wants to make his own decisions. It's costing him a lot, especially the decision he made for the feminine. It has costed him a lot of emotional upheaval. He's been suffering. He's got tormented. And whatever choices he made, with the help of the support he was getting, those choices are really troubling him now. He's not happy. He's struggling a lot with those choices. So he wants to make his own decisions while she's the result, or you can say opposite polarity. She also is making her own decisions without any, obvious type of a support. And she doesn't find it any helpful now to have those people around her, to spend so much time with her, to talk to them so much, to rely on them so much, because relying on them hasn't given anything to her. She's only looked more weak in front of others because they had weak energies. They have fear-based energies and they act in cowardly manners, which she cannot do anymore. On the other side also there's a lot of cowardly behavior because they just want to play safe, they just want to be comfortable, they just want to have their luxurious lives. They just don't want to go out of the theme. They would try to project that image that they are caretakers of the society, they are doers for the community, but it's all an image, it's a charade. In reality, the masculine also realizes that they aren't doing much. Nobody is doing much. They are just talks. So, the grounding work that happens with the feminine gives energy to the crown of the masculine. Because they had those sections blocked. The third eye, the crown, the heart, the throat in between. For some of them, the heart chakra actually opens when they meet the feminine. So this is where I'm going to close this part. Not this part, sorry, this particular part. Yeah, of course, it's the part. I'll continue this session. If you have any questions regarding this decision making, please put it on the comment. If I like a question, if I feel it's going to help other people, I'm going to definitely address it. If you are personally going through this situation where you suddenly feel empowered to make your own decisions, you are a person who does not care about the support they get or not. They just want to do the most authentic thing. They don't want to get into good and bad. They just want to get into, well, this is not suiting my environment. This is not healthy for my environment. This is not compatible with my environment. So I got to find a solution for it. And if that solution requires them to be bold and courageous, I'm talking about the feminine, they'll do it. They'll definitely do it. So all those people who are creating, disturbance, they should watch out. They should be more careful and they should not mess with the divine feminine. It would be much better for them because she's gonna do what she's gonna do. And she has the support now. She didn't have this support earlier because she hadn't reached that part that, where you switch on the connection, where you make it a permanent connection. The connection used to come and go. And by that time, she was done with this coming and going of connection, even with the source. So she decided that no, this is the only place where I found solace. I want peace and I got courage. I found peace, courage. I became bolder. I'm ready to face anything. The worst has already gone. The worst situations, the worst betrayal, the worst heartbreak. So much neglect, so much ignoring, so much abandonment. She doesn't care anymore. What's the worst than that? I've seen the worst. Let me now put my energy into my mission work. Let me do what I'm here to do. Let me put the same energy, the same love, the same dedication, the same loyalty in my mission on planet Earth, on my purpose on planet Earth, my life purpose. And this is where the connection with the source comes back permanently. Why? Because she has surrendered. She has surrendered her fears and her worries at the feet of the source, the feet of her masters. That all my worries, please take care of them. I can't take care of them. And whatever you tell me, whatever, inspired action that is supposed to happen, I'll make it. I'll stand by it. Because I don't need to worry anymore. My worries are with you. You're going to take care of it. So even the masculine develops the same kind of surrender towards the feminine. That she is bold, she's very strong. I would rather choose to be with her and, support her and hang out with her, and even if it's hard work or whatever. But I really get inspired by her. And I know if she's with me, I can do anything. I can pull off anything. If she's next to me, she's by me. That's the amount of affection or connection or faith he has developed in the love he has for the feminine. That love is giving him this courage. Even if he's not reached that stage of communication, even if he hasn't gotten back to her yet, but he's reached that place. Because see, everything is a step-by-step thing. You cannot skip to the last step first, right? You got to go through all the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. So whatever steps he's taking, this is a crucial step for him. Because he's developed, first he had to accept the love. At first, even before the acceptance, he had to realize that he's not interested in anyone else. He's not getting attracted to anyone else. So why is he even fighting with this feeling? The fight is giving him more trouble. So might as well drop it. Finally accepts it, that okay, there are these things which were fine with me, perfect, good, but there were these problems. There were these issues. My own perceptions, my own expectations were these. And these got fulfilled, but these ones did not get fulfilled. And that is the reason for my pain. So I'll catch you soon. One love and peace out.